Improved operability when inputting multiple placements. Now you can specify region on the port and use the Shift key in the Assembly Structure palette. You can specify region on the port like this. In the Assembly Structure palette, you can now specify using the Shift key like this. These operability improvements reduce the number of clicks required for multi-inputs. This is an improvement in pre-input. Now, when deleting elements with Delete key, you can set whether to delete them based on their type. You can configure the pre-input setting from the Style tab in User Setting. As shown here, you can set whether to delete elements with the Delete key for 4 types: geometric entities, drawing entities, NC entities, and constraint symbols and measurement value balloons. By default, all options are checked, allowing deletion with the Delete key. This time, let's uncheck constraint symbols and measurement value balloons. Currently, I am selecting the measurement value balloon and processing the Delete key, but it not being deleted. By setting this in advance for elements rarely deleted with the Delete key, you can prevent accidental deletions. This is an improvement to the Display On-Off by Type toolbar. Newly added Solid, Balloon, Boundary Line, and Surface symbol. With the Solid button, you can now display only the open composite surface. Balloon. Boundary Line. Surface symbol. Composite surface. From this version, it is also possible to display text on button designs. Additionally, shortcut registration is now possible. Both button design changes and shortcut key registrations are also available for the Entity Mask toolbar and Detect Coordinate toolbar. This is an improvement to numerical input in commands. You can now enter values not only in the command dialog, but also directly next to the handles on the 3D port. This input supports only half-width numbers and works even when text input mode is off. It helps reduce mouse movement and avoids unnecessary text conversions during design work. This is an improvement to Mass Property. The functionality of Mass Prop in the System tab and the Easy Measure tab has been integrated and revamped to address numerous requests. The specific gravity setting previously used the attribute value of assigned, but now you can also select an input value. The material table can be customized to add the necessary materials. Only the items with the check on will output results. For volume, surface area, and weight, you can choose the unit of measurement. The center of gravity can be displayed as either a point or a temporary shape. You can also select the calculation method for the open entities. Open entities are member surfaces, unclosed composite surfaces, and STLs. When displaying result, you can specify whether to show them in decimal or scientific notation, as well as the number of decimal places for small values. You can display the result in the specified unit and numerical format. The values can be output to CSV or copied. As shown, in addition to the integration of functions, many requests have been addressed, leading to an improvement in functionality. This is an update to parameter, fixed lines, and curve center lines. The command has been completely redesigned for this release, with improved usability. A new option, Create Lines Only in the Effective Range of the Surface, has also been added, offering more flexibility in how you work. This is an update to the Boundary Line Addition command for parameter instructions. You can now specify both U and V directions and freely select reference points, making it easier to define custom instructions more precisely. Element selection is now easier and more flexible. In the Frame Surface command, if the selected line sequence is incorrect, the system will now auto-correct the order and re-execute, helping prevent errors. Also, in the Element Detection toolbar, the Surface Solid section has been divided into Member Surface, Composite Surface, and Solid, with a new Sketch section added. These changes make element input more intuitive and efficient. We have newly released Trajectory Input, Trail, for general input like chain and region. Trail allows you to select elements along the mouse's path. For example, if you want to separate just the fillet area, using a region would include surrounding excess shapes. In such a case, using the Trail feature is very convenient. Since it's a surface input, hold Shift and drag to input it. This is useful when specifying multiple composite surfaces like this. This is an improvement to Easy Sketch Quick Extend. In the past, when using the Trim Extend command, a line constraint was automatically created. However, when using the Quick Extend command, a line constraint was not created. Auto-created line constraint in the Trim Extend command. In version 2024, the Quick Extend command also automatically creates line constraints. The same applies to virtual intersections. You can reduce the steps for creating geometric constraints. The Quick Hole Repair command has been newly released. It allows you to fill holes that can be patched based on the base surface. This reduces the effort required to untrim and retrim surfaces. This is an improvement to Easy Modeling Drafting command. When the reference indication is set to baseline, it is now possible to select Search for Continuous Lines. This model has been intentionally created in this way, with the boundary lines being fragmented. First, uncheck the Search for Continuous Lines option. If you execute the command without noticing that the lines are fragmented, an error will occur like this. By checking the Search for Continuous Lines option like this, you can apply the slope correctly. Also, when the Create Only Surfaces when previewing option is checked, only the surface is created as shown here. If the checkbox is unchecked, the embedded shape will be created. This is an update to the handle used in the Easy series and other functions. The display has been redistributed to improve visibility and make mouse clicks easier, enhancing overall operability. This is an update to the Direct Deformer for surface deletion. You can now delete surface between two others even if the boundary lines don't intersect. This improves the success rate and makes surface cleanup easier. This is an improvement to the History Operations palette. When displaying elements related to a specific history on the port, it has been improved to flash for better visibility. In this echo figure, the shapes created in the selected history will be displayed. When executed, the shape will flash on the port like this, making it easier to identify. Additionally, in Reference GU, you can check the histories that reference the selected history. Similarly, when executed, the shape created from the reference history will flash on the port, making it visible. When editing the history, the shape being edited is temporarily displayed as a temporary shape. This temporary shape will also now flash for better visibility. The flashing display will disappear after a certain amount of time, but if you want to make the target shape flash again, you can use the temporary figure blink command to restart the flashing. This makes it easier to find the shape you want to search for, the shape being edited, improving the usability of history operations. Here are 5 key points introducing the addition of the Excel integration add-in and the updated usability features. The first point is the parameter control mode change add-in. With the Excel add-in Update Date Parameter Control Mode, you can change the parameter control mode in CADmeister. You can also create buttons. This allows for easy and accurate changes to the playback range during template design, preventing mistakes. The second point is the Control Change Current add-in. With this, you can change the object name in the Excel cell to the current object. By controlling the current object, the automation of template design becomes more efficient. The third point is the addition of the All Displayed Entities option in the Analysis menu. You can obtain the analysis results without specifying elements. By combining it with Layer and Group Control, you can easily obtain the analysis results. The fourth point is the improvement of the add-in button creation screen. You can now specify the active cell for input. Cell information is automatically entered without the need for manual input. The last point is the color change command. Based on the RGB color numbers or cell color in Excel, you can change the color of shape elements in CADmeister. It is also possible to retrieve the element color into Excel. Please make use of this feature in situations where you need to determine the element color based on standard.
This is an improvement to the PMI Product Manufacturing Information feature. The Create PMI View command combines the previous Create PMI Base View and Create User-Defined PMI View into a single command. The collectively Create PMI View can be used in assembly. The PMI view will adjust the 3D dimensions to follow design changes. Here is an introduction to the Create PMI Step Section view. By specifying the bend position of the step, you can easily create step cross-section. You can create the cross-section in the desired direction by reversing the orientation. Hatching display is also possible. This is an improvement of the structure chart palette. The structure tree can now be changed by dragging with the mouse. The structure tree of the assembly can now be rearranged using mouse drag and drop. You can intuitively edit the tree. The order can also be changed with button operations. Moving to the beginning or end can be done with a single button. You can revert to the original order with the undo command. This is an improvement of layer operation palette. The visibility of the layer buttons has been improved. The states of visible, invisible, and hidden are now clearly distinguishable visually. From here, it becomes the current layer, display off layer, and hidden layer. Layer information can now be moved using mouse drag and drop. This is an update to Direct Deform for surface deletion. You can now delete surfaces between two others even if the boundary lines don't intersect. This improves the success rate and makes surface cleanup easier. The Switch Outer Boundary Display command has been released. This feature allows you to visually confirm boundaries with separations more easily. As shown, the boundary line is highlighted and markers appear at the endpoint of the boundary line. While large holes are easily noticeable, this feature allows you to visually identify small separations that were previously difficult to find. With this, you can quickly identify areas that need immediate correction and start the correction process. The correction can be easily done using the Quick Hole Repair feature or the already released Direct Deformer tool. In previous shading echoes, the reflection of light was strong for certain materials, making the echo difficult to see. To address this, a new display setting has been added to reduce the light reflection on the echo area. This setting can be turned on or off via option. As a result, shading echoes are now displayed uniformly, improving visibility. The Line Group Comparison feature has been added. A command to inspect between two line groups has been released. This is the Compare Curve command in Easy Measure Check Distance. Specify the baseline group to create inspection points and the Compare Reference Line group. When executed, a measurement value balloon will be displayed at the separation points that do not meet the tolerance distance. To delete the results, select the measurement value balloon and execute Delete All, or you can easily delete them using the Delete Measured Value Balloon command on the Home tab. If you want to display only the maximum value for each separation point, select Maximum Value for each position at a distance to see the location of the representative maximum distance. As shown, it becomes easier to check the reparation points between the line groups before and after modification, such as for cam profile lines. The visibility of the command panel has been improved by allowing customization of the icon size and label display position. This customization enhances the overall usability of the command panel. This is an update to the Direct Deformer for surface deletion. You can now delete surfaces between two others even if the boundary lines don't intersect. This improves the success rate and makes surface cleanup easier. The shading on each command and the shading off each command have been revamped. In version 2024, by selecting a composite surface as the target, you can now also choose STL shapes. These commands are now usable with the same operation as other commands. This is an improvement to the balloon function. The balloons that appeared near the mouse cursor now include information such as line length, diameter, and center point. This reduced the step previously required for analysis commands. Additionally, balloons that temporarily displayed coordinate values and other information can now be easily deleted in bulk. You can now convert PMI data from CADIA v5 and step files. When importing data, CADmeister automatically converts rotational surfaces to free curve surfaces. Additionally, the CADIA v5 IF installation module comes pre-packaged within the CADmeister installer. The operability of the Search Fillet Surface command has been improved. You can now specify the direction, concave and convex, and the range of the R value for the fillets to be detected. Additionally, the detected fillet surfaces can be extracted as they appear in the surface. The display function for the eval distribution command has been improved. These improvements make the evaluation result much easier to read and interpret. The operability of the Check Interfere Contact Gap command has been improved. An option function to execute testing interactions between elements in an object has been released. This function applies when the test method among all shapes and the test subject, object, or object plus subordinates are selected. This update ensures that unnecessary checks within the same object are no longer performed.